Talk. Mike Martinez here, and today we're talking about whether being a public adjuster is a good move for you, whether that's a smart career choice. Well, to be honest with you, I can't answer that. You would have to answer that, but I'm going to hopefully guide you in the right direction so that you can make the right decision for yourself. Here's the bottom line. As a public adjuster, we educate the public as to the importance of having representation when they go out there and put out a claim. When I first got started as a public adjuster, I was in EMT. I had no clue what a public adjuster was. When I first got to know what the industry was all about, there was actually a family member, young lady in the family, who had put out a claim, and as a result received a $58 check from her insurance company, and the check said, here, your damages total $1,058. You got $1,000 deductible. Here's your $58. Thank you, goodbye. Now this young lady wasn't satisfied with that, and so she went out there and she actually put the time to do the research and came up with the services of a public adjuster. And she went out there, contacted our company actually, and ended up receiving, after they reopened the case and did a legitimate review of what the damages were, she ended up receiving $9,700 and change. Okay, so that's a significant change, from $58 to almost $10,000. And when I saw that, I said, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a tremendous amount of sense, and it's a great service to be putting out there, because the bottom line is how many people are going through this. And as it turns out, there's a good number of people going through this type of stuff, where if you don't know, then you don't get what you're supposed to. And I'm not vilifying insurance companies. The bottom line is they write the policies, and they write the policies so that you are in a position to have to prove these damages and prove these things in order to get compensated properly. Otherwise, if you're just like most homeowners, when they have damage and the adjuster comes, the independent company adjuster comes in, all they're doing is pointing. Oh, you see that? Yeah, that's the drain, that's the leak right there, or that's the damage there. And pointing does not constitute burden of proof. It does not give an adequate list of what the things are that need to be brought back to pre-damage condition, and that's where the problem lies. We're bombarded with commercials all day long, and we're hearing how we're going to be taken care of, and a lot of people believe that stuff. But the bottom line is you have to go through the policy. The policy is a contract, and the contract states you need to go out there and prove what needs to be done. So if you don't do that, you don't get that, right? And that's where we come in, public adjusters. That's why we offer a valuable service, because without our help, most people don't know the slightest idea of what to do. So is this for you? That's the bottom line question. And it is for you if you are a person that, number one, you're ready for a change in your life. You're ready for to be in a position where you add value. You put services out there. You add value to the marketplace, and you throw the seeds. You throw the seeds of service out there, and you reap the rewards. And that's what public adjusting does. We go out there and we're actually providing a valuable service to the community before we are actually collecting a compensation. And I think that's very, very, very important. Because why? Because my form of thinking and what I've learned to be true for me, for my case, and you may agree or you may not agree with this, but what for me is, you throw the seeds out there and then you reap the fruit, right? Then you can smell the roses. You have to plant the rose bush first before you can enjoy the scent of the rose, right? So that's what we do as public adjusters. We go out there, we provide a valuable service, we help people out, we multiply what they would have gotten on their own, and then because of that value that we're putting out there, we reap our rewards. And that's how We can have people that are working part-time that are making $30,000-$40,000 a year. We have people that are working full-time that make a full-time career change. Sometimes they start on a part-time level and then they see, the money coming in, and they just shift to full-time. And the reason why is because it works. This is a system that works. Now, our company in particular has created a very specific system. What made Henry Ford the the icon that he became at his time back then, right, was that there were other people building cars in factories, but he said, you know what, we're going to systemize this so that everybody is doing one specific job. We're going to create what is known as an assembly line. So instead of everybody jumping in there and working on different parts in different areas and different things, he said, you're just doing the doors, you're just doing the motor, you're just doing, and he would go and shift this throughout the line, and he was able to snap out cars at a much higher rate than anybody else. And that's what changed the industry, and that's what made Henry Ford and the Ford Motor Company an outstanding company at that time. Now, we've done the same thing with the public adjusting process. So we know from A to Z what are all the moving parts that are needed in order to get the claim processed the right way and settled the right way. And we have those divisions there where we go from office to office to office to department to department to department, and we can shoot out claims a lot faster than most other companies do. So that's the advantage. And you, as an entry level public adjuster, your job is very simple. To go and I call you up and say, hey, can you come by, take a look at my damage? You look at my policy, see if my policy covers that specific damage. If it does, you take some pictures, and then you move on to sign an agreement with me saying that yes, you guys are going to be representing me. And then from that moment on, you fax that to the company and your hands are clear. All right, now you may want to maintain contact with your client, your client, and just keep me abreast of what's going on. But in reality, you're off to your next client and signing up your next your next claim. So that's basically what the process is, and you get paid, by the way, very well for that. And we make sure that the client gets paid very well for that, for us representing them. We want them to be happy with the services. So bottom line is, if you see an opportunity here, if you're ready to move on to something where you can offer more value to the marketplace and offer service in advance of compensation, then you're at the right place. So pick up the phone, give me a call, say, hey Mike, can we talk? Hey Mike, I got, I'm ready to make a change, or I would like to explore what it would be, if I could do this on a part-time basis, or you know what, I'm retired and I'm ready to jump into something full-time. Whichever way, wherever you stand, the bottom line is you're in full control as to saying I'm in or I'm out. You're in full control as to saying I want to do this or I don't want to do this. Never am I going to be twisting your arm in any situation. I don't do that. I want you to be happy where you're at, and if you're not happy, then why do it? Okay, that's the bottom line for me. But if you see an opportunity, I can tell you this is a great career. So get on the phone and let's chat. Let's see if this is something for you. If it is, then I'm looking forward to walking you through the process. I'm looking forward to training you and letting you know how you can best succeed in this. And and hopefully one day you'll say, hey, one of the best things that ever happened to me was looking at this video with Mike Martinez and getting started in this career. That would jazz me up. That would juice me up, and that's why I do what I do. I truly enjoy helping other people. I truly enjoy just educating people along the process of success. All right, so give me a call, let's talk, and let's see if this is something that is going to be valuable for you. My name is Mike Martinez. Speak to you soon.